Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's TheLastAOG checking in once again with another stream. Appreciate you coming through. DJ Mega Sizor, go check him out on YouTube and Twitch. Let me shout him out real quick. The aspiring DJ and voice actor. Go check him out, y'all. And Monster Hunter recently defeated the Proof of a Hero. Yes. Good. Yes, we got to get all our people through, man. That's what people that, care about each other, they, help each other out. Simple stuff, right? Anyway. Yes, we are back with some Neo 3 action. I almost said Neo 2 because it's been so many years. I almost said Neo 2. Okay. So, I've been grinding, of course. Trying to get some things done, okay? So I got a lot of gold to get because I got so much stuff. It doesn't hurt to go back to Neo 2. Okay, so here's the deal, right? I'm starting to think that Neo 2, the engine in terms of what the character can do is superior, but everything else is not, okay? Like, the nostalgia, I am not prey to this nostalgia glasses, okay? Like, yo, you can combo smoother in that game, I think. But in this game, everything else is just streamlined and better. Y'all making multiple builds in base game. I could never do that before. There's so much you can do now that it would take me months, years to finish. I've already got 3 builds that are maxed out. I'm not gonna show them today because I still need to farm stuff. But dude, there's no way I would have got all that soul matching done in that little bit of time. So because they streamlined it, right? I'm able to accomplish way more. That's why I'm like, nah. Yo, it was good when it came out, okay? Neo 2 is still good. You can still play it. No need to slander Neo 3 because there's some Neo 3 slander online. Like, oh, it doesn't have this, it doesn't have that, blah, 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 blah. Like, yo, go play Neo 2. Oh, hell yeah. Yo, building was way harder. You know why? First of all, you needed to know what to do, okay? And if you weren't online looking around, you wouldn't know what to do, okay? Building properly in Neo 2 was a hard sell because you had to know what stats to put where to make a build feel good. Fine. So building was hard because you had to have that knowledge behind it. If you didn't have that, it's just like Monster Hunter. If you didn't know what skills to use, you're not gonna have a good time, okay? So there's that, and then you had to know how to get the gold and the materials you needed to make a build maxed out. So for example, let's just say we're at the end game of Neo 2, right? Yo, you had to have an Arita, well, not near the end after all the updates, but when the game first started out, you needed an Amrita farming build. You needed a build for XP, a build for gold, which I'm on right now. I'm on my gold farming build. Was the spell casting different compared to Neo 3? It is slightly different. Slightly. With Neo 3, it's much easier to, magic, I feel like it's much more effective because the scaling is tied to your weapon. The scaling is tied to your weapon instead of your magic power. So you can have different types of builds, right? And have your magic still be strong because the scaling is coming from your soul core and your weapon, not necessarily how much points you put into magic. You get what I'm saying? You can have so many different types of builds in this game. And we're just talking about the bait. There's 10 sets, 10 graces that they put in. So that's 10 different set bonuses that they put in, plus the base armor. Does it take a lot more meter to use magic? There is no meter. You just get uses. And depending on your setup, like I have a skill that allows me to have a chance that my magic doesn't get spent on use. So there's like chances for you to essentially proc that and get another free cast. So essentially, like, you know, there's ways around things. It's just different. And I appreciate that. I appreciate that it's so different because it makes things fresh again. Because you got to think, like, yo, anybody who's a Neo veteran and playing that game for a long time, that's why I'm like, yo, the nostalgia glasses are super hard right now. And that's okay. They'll get over it. Because once the DLC hits, oh, man, this game is the best. Once everything is out, everybody's gonna be like, oh, man, this game is bomb. It's peak. Like, bruh. The game isn't fully out yet. Okay? Relax. I don't need to chill. This is basically title update 1 for Monster Hunter. Think about it like that. You know, and where we are now with title update 5 or 4, we ain't there yet. We're just starting. They're still patching bugs, which is gonna happen in today's gaming industry. It's still gonna happen. Still patching bugs, still fixing things. Already sold 1 million copies, so we're getting that. We're getting a free armor set for that, which is dope. Yeah, so I think the game is sick. I just need to farm gold and glory, right? So what I've done with this farming build, I've split the glory gains on my ninja, and I have perks for that. And I have all my gold farming perks on samurai. So the reason why I did that is because I need glory, and in the crucible, the revenants that the thing I just summoned, they don't drop gold, but they do drop equipment. So what I'll do is, see my reputation increased, I just said it. What I'll do is I'll switch to ninja for the revenants, because I have extra glory gain on my ninja via the clan bonus. And then I have all my gold find stuff on samurai. So I have different stats allocated to different situations. But yeah, like, you know, I'm gonna go ahead and do a little bit of farming. I'm not gonna go crazy, but I need to farm gold so I can get my builds up and running, so I can start doing my showcases. I don't know how I'm gonna showcase it, because you know, the activity I like to showcase isn't out yet, and I don't even know if it's gonna be the same. If it's gonna be, you know, something I can showcase. We'll see. But we're gonna basically, you know, do the same thing we did at the end of Neo 2. Make some builds, try to make things interesting. I do have one Hachiman setup that is the reason why I'm farming glory. The reason why I'm doing that is because a lot of power has been put into the clan system. When I say power, I mean like build spikes, like where you could make a build very strong with the stats. They really, really, really put a lot of power behind the clans. And And I'm very interested to see what will happen when I stack up the bow damage from the clan on top of the build that I already made. It's gonna go crazy. So yeah, we're rocking and rolling. Y'all appreciate y'all coming through. We're gonna just farm it out for a little while. I really like this game. I'm gonna be playing it forever until I can't play it anymore, or until the new game comes out. Yeah, so we're here. Get used to it. Between this and Monster Hunter Wilds, my gaming needs are met, and that is saying a lot. That is saying a lot. I will be playing that Street Fighter update though. I will be playing that. That's gonna be fun. But yeah, we're here. If anybody has any questions, let me know. But other than that, we're just gonna be grinding it out, man, because I need gold. And there's some armor I gotta farm too. Some armor, like I gotta do my battle scrolls. I gotta finish that. I gotta do a lot of stuff. Not gonna do it all today, but there's a lot of stuff I gotta do. And the craziest thing is that while I'm doing all of this, I'm still gathering Amrita passively. So that's getting tucked away for the DLC. So by the time the DLC comes out, I'll probably be max level. And I'm excited for that. Ooh. Excuse me, sir. You're still alive. What's happening here? What's happening here? What is happening? So yeah, it's happening. We are playing some Neo 3. Hello. We are farming this glory. Now, I thought about putting more glory earned on my character, but then I was like, equipment drop rate would be worth more. So I was like, yeah, let me just keep that on instead. As a matter of fact, let me check. So I think I have equipment drop rate for Abizu. Hold on. Drops. Equipment drop rate. Oops. Daikokuten. Oh no, that ain't it. Filtering, drop rate. Hold on, let me filter by Abizu set bonus, because you could do that now. Before they had to pass that in. Thank God they did. Here we go. Yeah, I was rocking this before. Let me put this back on. Because this water Omamori is ridiculously good. Hold on, where's that water Omamori at? Make sure that's on the favorite list. Because that is so good. Let me go by type. So another thing is staying organized, right? With this game, you don't really have to worry about build. I don't want to say nomenclature, but just build notes on which build is for what. That's more Monster Hunter stuff. But this is more like you gotta know which stats you want and what to look out for. Okay. Okay, look good. All right, it's favorited. Cool. Because there's a lot of inventory management. Like this filter screen is so much better than the Neo 2, but just looking at it, it can be loud. Okay. But it is so useful. So what I'm gonna do is select the rarities I don't want and just feed them to the shrine. So I'm keeping all the divines. And that's it. All the divines are mine. Everything else can go. Don't care. And that is how I'm getting my Enrita for the DLC. Because I'm not somebody who's going to just turn off picking up drops. I think that's a waste. You can save all that. You can save all of that and make it useful. So yeah, extra 10% equipment drop rate. I probably could get another 10% on my accessory if I had an Abizu Yasakani with equipment drop rate for Ninja. But you know, that optimization, that level of optimization is just not gonna happen. You're gonna have to grind and get lucky. It don't always work that way. Maybe in the DLC they'll add it so you can temper your accessories like they did, or like we could do at the end of Neo 2. We'll see. So yeah, these guys do not drop gold. They do drop equipment, which is important. Because I don't think, you know, Revenants dropped equipment like that in the past games. It made Revenant farming much more attractive. I will say that. Okay, so I did get some drops that I want to keep. Hold on. So you can, with the Sudama blessing that you unlock after New Game Plus, you can essentially put things in here that you want and have it drop without you having to actually wear it with Lucky Drop, which is dope. All right, let's see. Let's go by plus value. Let's lock that. Okay. Dropping plus fives out here. Nice. Don't need that one, but it's nice to see it's dropping. Okay. Okay, I think I can move off of that. Okay. Move off of that one too. Okay. I got that one. Got that one. Okay. Pretty sure I got all that except for that. Okay. So let's do this. let's start doing this because I want to fool around with the ranged sets. Where is it? The faded shot. Marksman. Here we go. I just want to get a full set. I'm not going to like, because there's no real reason to grind for perfected rolls right now. The roll grind essentially doesn't exist right now, which is good or bad depending on who you ask. Good rolls do exist on weapons though. Weapons do have divine effects on them if you get lucky. And I'm about to check that right now. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. Marksman's. Where is it? The wrong column, that's why. Here we go. All right. So, let's see. Fuma Chief's Talons. Let me see. So, all right. So I have not seen, this is actually a crazy roll. I'm looking for a weapon that's part of a set, right? That has green affixes on it. See, this one has a green Spirit Force bonus and Rita B. That's the higher level stuff. Okay. I want to see if you can get that on this. I haven't seen it yet. I have not seen it yet. See that one? Crucible weapon drop rate. Yeah, that's the green affix on there. Martial art key damage. Oh, I want that. Melee key damage. Yeah. Yeah, I definitely want to see if you can do that. I don't think you can. I haven't seen it yet. If you can do it. But I'm going to be here for at least, I need at least another, I need at least another 5 million gold, to be honest, before I can leave this place. Which is fine, because I'm farming gold and I'm farming gold and no, I was gonna say Amrita, but glory. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, this is the grunt work you got to do to make a build polished, min-maxed. And I think a lot of people don't understand, like, yo, you don't really got to min-max like that. Min-maxing isn't something that everybody should do. it's not for everybody. If you can make a build and it works for what you need it to, that's fine. You don't have to go any further. But for me, I want to take it to the highest heights, the pinnacle of what it could be. So that said, it's going to take a lot more work. Beautiful. All right, we're up in our clan rank much faster with the... So Team Ninja buffed the glory gains, like the last patch. It's helping out so much. Totally forgot I need to be on this character. So used to using my ninja because my ninja has the equipment drop rate. I mean, at this point, I have pretty much all the Yasakane I need except for one. And for some reason, it hasn't dropped. So I'm just kind of like over it already. Because I've already built around it. And it's just like one of those situations where it's just the optimization at this point. It's not even necessary anymore because I used a different Yasakani from a different set. So when I get that Yasakani finally, the one I want, I'll be able to fool around with a different combination of skills. But yeah, this is the grind for the most part. Like I said, I like optimizing my builds. Some people might not like that. A lot of people out there, they like comboing, they like showing off their skill. And more power to them. I like having enough skill to farm the content, because beating the content is different from farming it. Like farming the content comfortably, you gotta know the fights. You have to know the fights. And I haven't gotten to that yet, because really there's no need to know the fights just yet to farm at maximum capacity. What was I gonna say? I'm sure there'll be some gauntlet that they put in the game. Should be interesting at some point. I'm not expecting that next DLC, but probably the last one. They'll put something in the game. So for me personally, I gotta like find my fun, and right now that's theory crafting or build crafting really, because I think that there are so many combinations in the game right now with the base game that the community is not going to be able to cover all of it by the time the other DLC comes out. We do have 7 months, but all the potent combinations will be found, but I'm sure there's not necessarily meta combinations, but handy combinations that will allow for different styles of play. Already kind of found one, but I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm going to refrain from doing the build showcases until I feel like I've exhausted my options, and there are a lot of options right now. There are a lot of options. And even the build that I'm using now, it's very strong. I also am rocking the plus 15 gear as well, because I did take advantage of, you know, getting that plus 15 gear early, which I don't regret. It's making farming a lot more, a lot easier. So I do not regret that at all. Yeah, because for opportunities like that, you definitely want to cash in if you can. Because I don't think I'd be grinding this hard if that glitch didn't happen. Like, if I wasn't able to max out my gear to plus 15 easily, I don't think I'd be grinding this hard. What I would do is just get the sets and then reforge the armor, and that's it. I wouldn't be grinding for gold, because there would be no need. And to not have anything to grind for right now would be kind of sad, because, you know, you definitely want to have something to grind for, especially when the game first came out. And like I said, I'm not a super long combo guy, especially with the way that I build in this game. I build for damage, so my combos being long is not going to happen most cases. Like, if I'm comboing for a long time, yeah, something's not right. That's not to slight anybody who does, but for me, it's like, yo, I like my build oiled and well kept. Yeah, I like my build to run like a well-oiled machine. That's how I see my builds as, like, my builds are architecture. Like, like there's no way I'm gonna be able to do what some of the other players are able to do. And I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't knock them. Everybody enjoys the game. You got to find your fun. This is my fun. I'll grind as much as I need to make something interesting to use and powerful. So yeah, I'm not getting gold right now, but I'm crushing this glory though. Oh, he hyper armor through that? That was crazy. So the Revenants here, these bloody graves are players that have died. Whatever that player was using, the bloody grave is gonna have on. So that bloody grave that I just fought, that Revenant, he definitely had 8 toughness. There's no way. So one thing I am like a little bit disappointed about is they made it damn near impossible to get A toughness and A agility. And I don't like that. It just makes the build crafting a little bit weaker, which is fine, because I've played like that all through Neo 2. But it's just like one of those things, it's like you expect it to be there and it's not. It's like, bruh. It's one less thing I gotta build for, but it definitely takes away from the nuance of what I'm used to building for. But it's okay. I mean, the ninja, I feel like, has enough tools to not care as much. And samurai has some tools to work around it. Like, I don't know. I just picked my spot. I just play differently now because of it, which is fine. I like scrapping sometimes. I'm not really a caster in games, but it's super efficient to do it on this part. I like the brawl. But yeah, I would say, you know, the toughness thing, that was disappointing. Oh, there we go. Plan increased again. Beautiful. That was disappointing, but not a deal breaker. I just pick my spots way more now. You can't just do whatever you want like you could before in Neo 2. Neo 2's endgame builds were just so strong. And you can't, like, you know, I hope they bring it back where you can get A agility and A toughness. Double A agility, A toughness. Because those are my favorite ways to play by the end of it. But hopefully they'll bring it back. But if they don't, it's all right, because I'll find another way around it somehow. You know, I'll adapt somehow. Well, other than that, I feel like the inputs are a little bit murky on this game compared to Neo 2. Like, there's definitely lag time. I don't know how to explain it. Like, canceling it feels a little bit more strict in this game. Canceling with dodges, specifically. Like, I feel like they wanted to put a limiter somewhere, and that's where it ended up landing. Like, even with this dodge right here, it feels like it snaps in place. Like, I don't know how to put it. It's like there's almost like a magnetic pull in this game. Like, even with just default moves, not necessarily like tracking with, you know, random stuff. That was a mistake. I shouldn't have switched right there. Yeah, 178 glory is a lot more than what we were getting before. And I do have the 10% glory plan on as well. That's actually the one I'm leveling right now. So as I'm leveling up, I'll be getting more and more glory. But I still need gear though. So I don't think putting glory on my gear is worth it, because glory, gold earned, glory earned, Amrita earned, luck, all those are conflicting stats. What I mean by conflicting stats is that they share the same spot. So if you equip one, you can't equip the other. So yeah, you have to be careful, because, you know, you can't have it all. You have to actually, you know, you have to make some sacrifices and pick. And I'm not going to sacrifice equipment drop rate, especially since I'm getting like 4% for the low end, and then 6% for the high end. That makes no sense. That's a huge sacrifice for glory gains that are not even that high. Percentages aren't that high. So that for me is a no-brainer to just grind that glory, or not glory, to have equipment drop rate on my armor instead. But yeah, this grind that I'm doing right now is my optimized version for gold. If I wanted to just get everything for gear only, I would use my ninja right here, and I would switch up my soul cores. Well, actually, I probably wouldn't switch up my soul cores because I've been using the Sodama soul core for the gold earned on that, and that's allowed me to make some builds quickly. But yeah, there's still a lot that we need to figure out about this game. There's still a lot. Come on, man. Okay, that's another thing is the locking on. The locking on, right? The locking on for farther characters away, for enemies further away, it kind of sucks. And it just happened. That's why I had to brawl with those guys. But it's fine. This build is AOG approved. Okay. I don't need magic to farm those guys. I just do it because it's efficient. Here we go. Ooh, got an Omamori. What I really need for my samurai is an abacus. If I can get an abacus, that would actually be a nice optimization. But I don't feel like it's a good idea to go for that now, because if I look at this, yeah, I already have gold earned on this dragon whistle. So it's like the only thing I would go for is gold earned on my Yasakani that I'm using now, which is to even get the drop is lucky, and then to get the roll you need is, you know, another level of luck that it's probably not going to happen. I'm not even thinking about that. So another thing too is that since I've been through so many gear grinds on Neo already, it is very valuable to have that experience to know what to go for. Okay, because going for certain things will get you burnt out, will get you mad. Like, bro, you got to know when to go for something, when to shut it down. Like, yo, it's over. When to finish and cap off a build. You got to know. You got to know these things. And I don't think, you know, people may really know that switch of when to just be like, yo, this is finished. I need to move on. Because you can literally make yourself go crazy. Like any game like this, like, you know, Neo 3, Diablo, you could go crazy farming for that perfect roll when you don't even need to. Even Monster Hunter Wilds, people are going crazy talking about, yo, I'm never gonna get Gormagala's Tyranny Lord Soul. Like, bro, y'all know Capcom had to do that. Y'all know they had to put in a forever grind. They always put in a forever grind. I don't know why I won't say everybody, but because there's a lot of people that got what they wanted early. Like me, I definitely use the save scum tactics without any qualms because I know these games, okay? If they're gonna have you on a treadmill, grinding forever, you know, I'm gonna get mine, you know, and I don't have to mod my game for it. I'm gonna do it. Same thing with the Neo, you know, plus level drop exploit. I'm gonna cash out on that because at the end of the day, I gotta make this game as interesting for me to play as possible. And if I can't get what I want without modding the game, I'm not gonna play it. So for me to achieve what I want, as long as I'm not modding my game, I'm good. Yeah, this build bullies these guys. Yeah, this build is nasty. This is my gold farming build. This is like, I could make this build better. But I just slapped the gold on it because I think Vice Ravana, I'm using Vice Ravana right now. I think Vice Ravana has what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, the gold earned at 5% gold earned. That's why I'm using it to farm gold. It has gold built into it already. That's why I was like, yo, let me stack that up. I think I'm at 60% gold, or 70% almost gold find, and that's without the. That's without the Wealthbringer talisman. Can't get more efficient than that. Hey, we got a Yasakani Magatama. Hold on, let me check that. Is it Inari? Did I finally get Inari? Oh my God, nope. Yo, I have so many Jirojin, Benzitin. Look at this. I got two right there. One. Yeah, this game does not want to give me one. This game does not want to give me one single Inari. Because I have Inari on my ninja for, only got one, which is fine. That's all I needed. Because once again, this is not something that I kind of want to test it out and see. So for me to test things out, right, I need to have the options available, the slots available need to be filled in the right way. If I don't have access to that, I can't test it out. So I can't test out a straight Inari build without another Grace, because you have to have a Yasukan. If you don't have that, you're not even playing the same game as everybody else. So what I have to do, I have to get at least one of those drops. But it ain't dropping. I'm getting Jirojin, I'm getting Benzitin. I know there's some combo fiend out there, be like, yo, let me get that. Get that Benz. I haven't made my Benz set yet, because I have not decided how I want to make it yet. And also, I have to find out what skills I like to use in this game. Because Benzitin, you gotta really like know your skills and combos, and I really haven't even gotten to that yet because I'm so busy putting together the builds that I want. But I am gonna build a Benzitin set. I just haven't gotten to it yet. Because there's two ways to really build right now. There's, you know, the main armor set, and then the graces. So the default armor sets in the game, you have to wear the armor. Okay, usually 4 or 5 pieces will do it. But for how can I put this? For graces, you have some flexibility with the weapon slots and the accessory slots. There's another thing too that was kind of a nerf that I noticed. There's only one weapon. There's only one ranged weapon slot. That's kind of a nerf, because what we used to get in Neo 2 is we had 2 weapon slots, 2 range slots, 2 accessory slots. Okay. We don't get that anymore. So in exchange, they made 3 pieces and 4 pieces stronger. So 3, 4, and 5 pieces are much stronger. It's generally the 3 and the 5. Because you can stack pretty much 2 3s together and still get a decent set. If you want to get the max 7 piece, which is fine, you can get a 5 piece of something else. So it goes 6 pieces and 4 pieces of armor or equipment. So it goes 6 and 4, 3, 3, 4. You know, there's different combinations you want to go for. Like right now, this Vice Ravana set that I have on, it's a mix set, stacking martial arts damage. That's why these vassals, they go down like pancakes. Look at this. Not only is because my weapon is 15 plus 15, my martial arts damage is ridiculous. And then on top of that, when I use martial arts proficiency, I get even more damage and less ki consumption. So I'm pretty sure when you use martial arts, the proficiency, you get holy moly, that was sick. That's what that move looks like? I might have to use that. I knew he was gonna burn out. So yeah, I like being powerful in video games. I don't know about y'all, but you know, strategy is always an important aspect. And my strategies are usually good enough to overcome my execution flaws. And I say flaws in air quotes because my execution is a lot better than a lot of people's, but there are pros that are like I'm not saying I'm bad at video games, but I'm saying that compared to the top upper echelon of executionists out there, executioners, I don't know how to say that, practitioners of video games, I'm definitely not near that level, at least not yet. But my strategy is second to none. I'm sorry. There aren't many strategists out there that are able to replicate what I can do. And if you doubt what I'm saying, go watch my Neo 2 build videos. I actually still have one last Neo 2 build video that I'm sitting on that I have to release. I'm probably going to release it soon because I wanted to release it before Neo 3 came out. Just thanking the community, thanking the developers, and going over the stats and what I like. But hopefully, like I said, a lot of the stuff that I like is not in the game right now. I'm still enjoying it, but I'm gonna hold my judgment until everything is out. Because I can't say Neo 3 or Neo 2 is better until everything is out and we've played it. And I've tried the end game activity, whatever they decide to put in. Hopefully it's spicy, gives us a challenge to work toward while also being fair. Because I think a lot of people think this game is too easy because it's actually way more fair than Neo 1 and 2. Neo 3 is way more fair. And I like that. You have a fair shot. Especially if you're a new player. Now, Neo 3 is going to go back and inspire people to play Neo 1 and 2. Great. Those games are awesome. Go check them out. I feel like Neo 2 especially is superior because the vision was solidified at that point of what they want the game to be, and the quality of life was improved drastically from Neo 1. A lot of stats and effects were deprecated because the players either didn't find out how to use them, or it just was like they were just like, nah, we're moving away from that direction. But I like both games. Like this game has a certain blend of mechanics that I really like a lot. I really can't find anywhere else. So I'm gonna be playing. As long as I can play, I'll play it. As long as life affords it, I will play it. How dare you? Okay. We're going. This is something I would have done. Like I said, I would have done this on my own, just chilling. But we're here now. We're streaming. We've been doing this for an hour now. We're just grinding, enjoying it. And enjoying content creation because I went ahead and made a video putting out my latest longsword build for AT Arkveld, because I know for a fact that if anybody can solo that monster, okay? If anybody can solo that monster, they will. If you have enough skill with longsword, you can solo that monster, no problem. And it's farmable. Yo, this is Revan is trying to win. Hold on. Yo, this dude's hyper armor is crazy, dude. What the hell? But yeah, if you're able to solo AT Arkveld, you're going to solo it. You're not gonna risk losing in SOS or whatever. You're not gonna risk it. Everybody's gonna be soloing again, which is fine. I get it. Team hunts. I feel like team hunts, if you don't solo, at some point team hunts can make you a little bit weaker, which is fine. So some people aren't looking to improve their skill, right? So for me in video games, and this is why a lot of video games for me fell off. I'm gonna put y'all on game, okay? The reason why a lot of video games, I stopped playing a lot of video games, okay? I only play 2 video games right now. I only play Neo 3 and Monster Hunter Wilds. And the reason why is because I like improving at the game itself. I don't just like playing. Like right now, even though I'm just farming, I'm like fooling around with different skills. God, I forgot how bad that is. There's different skills. It's just this one right here. That is very good for pressure and breaking guard. But there's different skills that you can use. And getting used to Ninja and how it fights, you know, doing the airborne stuff, you can combo like crazy. I'm still getting used to it. And that's another thing too. You're not going to be a master overnight. It's not going to happen. The development over time, right? That's the important section, okay? And that's why I feel like with Neo, with Monster Hunter, I have a future. Not necessarily with content, but with development. I kind of feel that way with Street Fighter, but it got stale, so I kind of put it down for a while. That's kind of gonna be my own personal thing that I come back to every now and then, because I feel like the FGC is not self-aware enough when it comes to just having the right conversations. I feel like there's too many fringe people talking about certain things that don't know what they're saying. And since like everybody has a voice on the internet, sometimes the things just they don't make sense. Because everybody has a different perspective, right? So like, I feel like to be active there would kind of be a mistake, because I value my peace higher than anything. Like if this were to disrupt my peace in any way, I would stop doing it. Because that's just how I am. I'm not going to disrupt my peace for anything, any reason at all. And I'm not going to allow anybody to disrupt my peace as well. So that's another thing too. It's like the people, okay? The people that streaming fighting games attracts, I'm all set. Those people that just want to go into your stream and show off, I'm good. You know? Been there, done that. So yeah, with fighting games, with Street Fighter 6 in particular, because let's be honest, I don't really feel like there's another fighting game that's on Street Fighter 6's level. And that's not dunking on other fighting games, that's praising Capcom for their efforts paying off. They worked super hard on that game, and it shows. And when you have a clear vision on what you want to happen and you go for it and it works, you can't be stopped. They earned those victories. That's why Street Fighter 6 is the top dog right now. So yeah, they did that. They did that. But yeah, like, I'm all about getting better, and if I'm not able to do that, if I'm going up against cheaters, because that's why I don't play FPS anymore. Yeah, just way too much saturation, way too much. Like, I'm not gonna play the game. With this game, a whole new world just opened up. So, and I'm guilty of this too. I know I want to get from A to B as soon as possible, but that's not gonna happen. Day to day, you're gonna have to do what you need to do and grind it out. Day to day. So that's what we're doing right now. Because I'm probably, knowing me and looking at my gold right now, I'm probably gonna start grinding only gold. because I could be just getting more gold right now instead of farming glory. That dude's tanky. That Revenant right there was super tanky. Holy moly. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, saying what's up. You guys are awesome. Okay. We're moving forward here. All right, we're gonna turn it up a notch. But yeah, the Yasakani grind has not been very forgiving. Okay. But I mean, here's the thing though. I can't really say that because I have every Yasakani except that one. Like I even have an Inari Yasakani on the ninja side. I just need the samurai side to pop and then I'm good. I don't have to do it anymore. I can start farming other accessories, which I can't wait because once I start doing that, then I'll be able to, you know, have the opportunity to you know, get more optimized. Because what I've been doing so far, and this is gonna be a big clean out of my storehouse. What I'm gonna do is, well, what I have been doing, I've been saving every single accessory, and once I like sit down and take a look to see which ones I want to keep and actually use all the time, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna you know, either sell them or use them for whatever, and then I'm going to, you know, start looking for them individually. But for right now, I'm just hoarding them to see what stats are out there and available. I haven't really seen too many common roles. There are some divine affixes on accessories that are very strong, like feather damage. Feather damage is really good. So that's ninjutsu damage on ninja. I haven't seen a single one with martial art damage, which I think is very interesting what they did. So they took all the outlier roles, the roles you would go for, and built it into the character itself. So all the stats you would normally get for damage are built into the character, and all of the stats you would put on your armor for damage are gone. That's another change that I was like, okay, well, when I first saw it, I was like, and, you know, I'm not sure how this is gonna work. And then when I saw the soul cores, what you can stack on the soul cores, what you can stack for your clan protection bonus, and then what you can stack for your guardian spirit, that's when I realized, you know, they took all of that damage and spread it out between that. And the set bonuses now can be pretty much the icing on the cake, so to speak. So that set bonus is like made very important to spike your damage in that way. See, I gotta clear out that room. Hold on. I just got 18 million plus 10 Umbersight. I'm getting Umbersight from turning in junk. I'm getting Umbersight and I'm getting glue and, you know, stuff you need for building. Although you really don't need glue and whetstones like that anymore. I think that transfer system is gone. Now that I think about it, that transfer system from Neo 2, that's completely gone. Which I'm okay with, because you really needed to study a whole section of a book to figure out what you needed to do to get your stats where you wanted. And with the way this game is, I don't think it's going to be back with DLC. I don't think DLC is going to add that in. All right, we're at 17 million. I'm going to focus on the gold for now. But yeah, this is what you need to do. We're gonna be switching gears here. I think I want to set up a new build, maybe? I'm not sure. We shall see. Yeah, this is something I would have been doing by myself anyway. Because I still haven't gone through all the set bonuses and, you know, tried different things. So I'm gonna be grinding on this game doing that. I know people have already like gone through with their new game runs, and New Game Plus probably moved on. But for those of us in the community that enjoy the game, enough to keep playing it regardless, we're just getting started. Just getting started. All right, so in about 40 minutes, I'm probably gonna switch gears here. And I'm probably just gonna go through some missions. I kind of want to switch builds though. But I don't want to give away too much. So I'm trying to figure out what I want to do. There's a build that I've been thinking about fooling around with, and I kind of want to test it out. Kind of want to put it together and test it out. It shouldn't be too expensive for me to make because some of the pieces are already powered up. So I should be able to get away with what the gold that I have now. So right now, in order to get my gear to plus 15, I have to spend about 16 million gold. And I'm at 17 million right now, but I don't like the idea of having nothing in my pocket. I don't like that idea. So like I said, we're gonna keep it pushing here. Hit that break dance on him. Ridiculous. Okay. Almost forgot that drop. Kidding me? But we are moving. It's happening. Here we go. We are going. It's happening. Yeah, this build for gold is really good. I kind of don't like the idea of going only for gold, but it makes sense. Like, I'm getting so much more gold now than what I was before. And gold is what makes this game move right now. You know, I'm not gonna need Amrita for a while. So for me to be able to bank all that Amrita with the Syllabar Ingo is crazy good. And I'm still getting divines. It's not like I'm not getting any divines at all. I could be getting way more, but it just makes sense to get more gold. And the drops that I don't need, the non-divines, I could just, you know, offer them up for Amrita to clear out my box. Yeah, I'm going to be switching things up here. I think I could probably hit 18 mil. Probably hit 18 mil before that. Before the appointed time. Because I don't want to spend too much here, but spending the first 2 hours of the stream, you know, getting gold, kind of important. Because I'll be able to do more later, you know, after leaving this game mode. We're at 500K. Halfway there to 18 mil. Okay. So what I actually need to work on, right? I actually need to work on switching stances, right? That's what I actually need to work on. Make sure there's no gold over here. What's crazy to me is that I'm already unable to pick up elixirs. Like, that stuff got maxed out a long time ago. That stuff got maxed out a long time ago. Uh-oh. You're on to me. Hey, I can pick one up now. Hey, hey! Pick up an elixir. Give me. I used one. Let's go. I'm gonna tell Team Ninja I should be able to carry 100,000 elixirs. 9,999 slots is not enough. I forgot mid stance has like a Shoryuken move. Yeah, mid stance has like literally a Shoryuken. Yo. Yo, man, you better be careful. Somebody gonna call the cap cops. Like, bruh. Hold on, did I unlock the mid stance move? Hold on. Crazy. All right. But yeah, we're rocking and rolling, y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, saying what's up. We are getting this gold, and we're gonna switch gears in like maybe less than 30 minutes. I just want to make sure I get this gold level to 18 mil before we move on. And then I'll probably start doing my scroll farming. Not scroll farming, but scroll. I have yet to complete all of the scrolls yet, so I'll probably just go run through those real quick. Yeah, this game, I'm sorry, man. Like, this game is on a different level of playability. And I know some people might not like the way it plays. It's different. But as a Neo veteran, for me personally, I like it a lot. There are some things that are different that I would like to be in the game, but that's just the way things are. You know, sometimes you're not going to get everything you want, but I trust what Team Ninja's doing. I'm going to be playing this game. So to say that 2 games are meeting my gaming needs in 2026, crazy. I did not think this game was going to have this big of an impact. I didn't think I was going to be farming this hard at the beginning. But once I'm done experimenting with the different sets and, you know, skills and all that, I'm gonna still play. I'm just gonna be stacking my gold and resources, because I've never played a Neo game through base release all the way to DLC before. I've always taken a break. And this is an opportunity for me, especially since I'm a Monster Hunter player. Like, they have similar philosophies in terms of development past, you know, the norm, right? To elevate your game. So, you know, memorizing move sets for bosses, you know, picking your spots for attacking, and, you know, what skills to use for defense. All those things are very similar for both games. And I definitely, as a Neo player from the past, feel rewarded for my knowledge gained in past experience. And Monster Hunter is kind of the same. So just working on that philosophy of improving yourself through the gameplay, I'm going to be doing that. So right now with Monster Hunter Wilds, I'm chewing on that AT Arkveld challenge. I will say this though about the AT Arkveld challenge. It's a good challenge, but sometimes the rewards reward 0 time-worn charms. That shouldn't be a thing. You should at least get 1. That's not fair. You should at least get 1. But anyway, I digress. You know, with Neo right now, I have an opportunity that if I capitalize now and I keep doing what I'm doing, okay? Yo, I was able to get 500K, almost 400K gold in like 20 minutes. Because I'm looking at the timer for the stream. I wanted to get 90. I wanted to get to 18 million. I'm probably going to be near or close to it after this run. So let's do a few more runs and then switch up. Because, you know, to be efficient in this game is not necessarily sexy, all right? It's not the most glamorous thing to be efficient in video games. I'm sorry. See, look at that. I'm at 18 mil. Plus 20K. Yeah, one thing I will say about the health bars in this game, it looks kind of weird. Like, you can't really see, you can see it going down. I think it should just be a different color, more pronounced. I never thought Kick Cycle would be my go-to damage skill. That was always my key breaker, Neo 2. Kick Cycle into Rising Gale into Reckless Charge and rinse and repeat that. Oh man, I forgot. Can't really use that. That skill is so slow. All right, let's return. Okay. Still gonna cash this stuff out because it just doesn't make any sense to carry it. All right, let's return. All right, so now I'm going to, first of all, I'm gonna have to open up my spreadsheet that I've been working on. Okay, race tracker, beautiful. All right, let me just put that up real quick. Okay, now let me check some things. Let me bank my Amrita. Okay. I think the clan battle reset today. I've been switching clans so fast, I'm probably not going to get any rewards, which is fine. I don't really care about that right now because I'm leveling clans so quickly, it doesn't even matter. Let me just check in with this dude real quick and see. All I care about is getting to Elder and then moving on. Yeah, see. Oh, it's tomorrow, I think. Yeah, so let's do this. What I usually do is just see how much glory I can get. 1,000 glory is not that attractive right now. Clan favor. Samurai General. Okay, so I've already contributed 20,000. Noted. All right. So I'm gonna see if there's anything that I can keep for what I'm gathering right now. I think I put gunnery set on. Yo, Tengu Mask used to be so good. I'm probably not going to be using that. Neo 2 Tengu Mask was so good. Neo 3 Tengu Mask is paying for the crimes of the Neo 2 Tengu Mask. It was so good, man. Let's see. Marksman's Hat, beautiful. That's a lock. Marksman's Cuirass. I always say curious, but Cuirass. Okay, Marksman's. Or did I even put it on? I think I put on, I think I kept it on Last Ninja. Maybe I got one being lucky. Let me see. Marksman's. Nope, don't got it. It's fine. Marksman's Waistguard. Okay. Okay, Marksman's Greaves. Okay. So we got the Marksman set. Let's hit the blessing here. Sudama blessing. Take all those off, including that. Okay. So let's do this. Okay, where's the gunnery set? Let me start going for that. Gunner's hat. Where's the gunnery set? Just gonna fool around with that. Gunner's vest. Gunner's Akama. Okay. Gators. Okay. I don't think I need this anymore, so we're gonna switch gears and I'm going to farm Last Ninja's Tonfa. Beautiful. Okay. Okay, so let me save this setup. Okay. Let's see. So I have an idea, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to pull it off here. So we're going to do this. We're just going to take everything off. Actually, you know what? Instead of doing this, let's go to preparations, manage equipment sets, and then go to my main set that I was using before. Because this has most of the stuff I was going to use anyways. Okay. Titles. Okay. I'll earn some more titles. So the titles that I'm missing right now, I don't have that much of a grind. So these are done. Tactics are the main ones that I'm missing. Facilities, I'm not going to rush that because I have to remodel gear, weapons, 8 more times and I'm done. Or maybe no, hold on. Plus 60. Yeah, 8 more times and I'm done. And I don't want to waste those. That'll happen naturally. So collection done. Exploration. Yo, somebody said they got this done. I think they cheated it. There's no way. Yo, how in the world are you able to scale sprint whatever 50 million, whatever distance they're using that quickly in 2 weeks? Craziness. That's insane. But anyway, ain't no way. So that's going to be, I'm probably not going to get this done until DLC. I'm not even tripping about that. Because like, that's crazy work. So for tactics, and this is why I'm actually farming the gunner set. Expert Bowman, okay? Matchlock Adept, Matchlock Master, Cannon Expert. Cannon. Those are pretty much all I have to do is farm the ranged kills. Accursed Amyo Mage. I don't know why. Maybe I have to use different magic than what I'm using. Because this, I feel like I've done this already. Or I should be done with that. Summoning Master. What I have to do, I want to make a set for the summoning set. Hold on, what set is that? Hote? No, it's not Hote. It's Kuzuryu. I have good accessories for Kuzuryu right now. So I'm not gonna stress about this. I'm probably gonna build that after what I'm gonna build now because I want to build Fukurokuju. Okay. All right. And this, like I said, it should not be too crazy of a reach. We're going to take that off. All of Bizu gone. Okay, we're going to use, oh, hold on. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. Actually, no, that's fine. Take that off. Okay, so we're going to take the Tatanashi. Okay, 4-piece. And I'm going to be honest with y'all. Tatanashi is always the best. I'm sorry. Everybody's like, yo, Crimson General, A toughness, A agility. No. Tatanashi is always the best, and I'm going to show you why. Okay? Because Fukurokuju is something that I think will go with Tatanashi that will rival a full set of the Yamatai armor that they put out. So let's do this. Filtering. Get rid of that filter. Special effect 1, set bonus. Okay, Fukurokuju. Okay, now we're going to go set bonus 2. Actually, you know what? Leave that. Item name. Yasakani Magatama. So we're going to look at what Yasakani, because it all starts with Yasakani. We're going to look at what I have for that grace. And I have 5 of them. Okay, unbelievable. Okay, I've been, I don't know what to tell y'all, but my luck with getting Inari Yasakani just doesn't exist. But it's fine because I've got plenty of Fukurokuju to choose from. So pick your poison, okay? Okay, so what do we have for life recovery and rid absorption on? I have not seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen this right here. Bruh. That's actually amazing. Hold on, let me favorite that real quick. So lightning resistance, that's okay. And rare bonus, inflict saturated. The best thing on here is life recovery, which I'm probably going to select. Spirit force bonus, poison enemy. No. Rifle damage, close range. Fooey. Luck, critical. Flan. No. Wind damage reduction, decent. Efficient guardian spirit skills. Glory obtained, Paralysis resistance, faster movement, 50% key or less. Rifle damage, close range. I think this is the best one right here. Key recovery speed, unscathed, which is good. It's nice. It's not, amazing, but it's nice. Fire damage, okay? Actual damage, this is very good. Max arrows, not really. But for the purposes of this build, all those things are probably going to be trumped by this, okay? So we're going to put that on because the life recovery and rid absorption is definitely going on each piece for this build. I have a build that doesn't have that, and it doesn't feel that good. So Fukurokuju, let's look. Dispel negative effects medicine, glorious. Damage taken, -4. Luck, which is fine. They just needed to put something there, I guess. Attack bonus constitution, B. Damage taken, okay. All right. So that damage taken at 9%, we're going to check it out. So what we need is a helmet, okay? So we're going to go filtering, Grace of Fukurokuju. Nothing. Switch to storehouse. Filtering, Fukurokuju. Oh, wait, no. There's got to be something here. Yamatai. Damage taken while attacking. That's okay, but that's actually a problem. Because if you look at the top right-hand corner of equipment weight, I can't go to it. It'll put me at C. That's actually a problem. So we're going to put Wild Boar Crest helmet back on. Because not only does it give me damage taken half unscathed 2%, which is better than nothing. It also fits the weight requirement. Because for this Tatanashi set, I put on the minimum required stamina to maintain this. So check it out. So we got 2 pieces of Fukurokuju now. Okay. I think we're going to go all the way here. All right. So what to pair with that Yasakani? So let's go by type. Let's see. This is why I saved all of my accessories. This right here. So when I put it as favorite, I know I'm not going to delete it later. So let's go filtering. Fukurokuju. Okay. So stealth, luck, poison. Nah. Increase luck and rid absorption. No. Nope. Spirit, force, bonus, and Rita. Interesting. Equipment drop rate. Okay. Omnio magic power. Bow damage. I wish that was on Hachiman. Okay. See, I'm not seeing life recovery and rid absorption anywhere. So this is what I got. Gain and rid of strong attack. Okay, let's see. Luck in the Crucible. Not really going for luck. I'm trying to go for damage here. Wind damage reduction. I can maybe go for damage reduction because I think I have a bunch of that. Spirit, force, bonus, and Rita. Okay, it's not really looking that good right now. I'm not gonna lie. Extended elemental weapon. Hold on, I'm gonna come back to that. Melee attack key consumption. Dodge key consumption. Ooh, this 2 leaves looks really good. Hold on. Where is it? Dodge key consumption, water damage. Yo, this looks good. This one. These 2 look really good. A medicine case. Extended elemental weapon. We might circle back to that. Water damage. Key. Let's do this one. Anything gonna beat that? I'm just gonna scan through quick. Because I like 2 leaves in this game. Melee attack key consumption off top, minus basically 5%. 4.5%. That's amazing. So poison accumulation. I'm not really trying to make poison builds this game. I tried poison builds in the first one, and it really wasn't a poison build. It was just a poison like augment. It wasn't like a build. I tried to build in 2, Neo 2. It just didn't work. Nah. I'm not trying poison unless I'll let somebody else try that setup. Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. Dodge key consumption, melee attack key consumption, spirit force charge. That's actually really good. That's like 3 out of 4. Lightning resistance is always good. So at least there's that. Because I want to focus on more defense, but this one, these 2 together is pretty nice. Okay, so we got 1, 2. We need 3 more pieces. Okay. Fukurokuju ranged. All right, so do I have something saved? I do. Stalwart aiming ranged weapon. Hand cannon key damage. Well, I can roll that stuff. That doesn't matter. 160 plus 3. This looks like it's already been rolled. What the hell? I definitely didn't roll that one. All right, should I go hand? I think I should go Throne Crusher for this. Plus 160 plus 3. Hold on. That's a Hote. Hold on. Switch to item box. All right, I'm in the item box now. Let me just double check. You know, some of these look kind of crazy. Hold on. Bullseye bonus, max rifle ammo, range damage, key pulse bonus. Okay. Kind of want to keep the Throne Crusher for now. Okay, now weapons. Here we go. All right. Here we go. Weapons. Okay. Yo, you see how that melee damage is the same color as the name of the weapon? That's divine. Melee damage spear Abizu. I don't think I'll keep it, but it's good to see that I'm getting that stuff. So, like I said before, I haven't seen the named gear for certain set bonuses with those affixes on it. So, just keeping that in mind. So, we need to filter for Race of Fukurokuju. Oops. All right. Firefly Blade Martial Art Damage. All right, moving on. We found one of them. Yeah, that was already locked. Melee key damage. Do I have any Cestus? Martial art damage. Shigundo Hermit Cestus. I literally just got these. Lock. And martial art damage. All right. So yeah, we're pretty much done. Okay, damage taken. Let me check something though. Let me check my item box to see what I have stored away. So what I've been doing, I can put this in the item box. If it doesn't have a green affix on it, I'm not using it. I don't really care about 170 gear or whatever like that. I don't care about that. Okay. I care about the stats. So this imbue water plus 25, that's actually good. I just don't like using dual swords all the time because you got to press a lot of buttons. You got to press a lot of buttons. It is what it is. All right. Now, if I wanted to be cheap, okay, I could go ahead and use this plus 5, which is already, only 10 levels away from plus 15. I'm going to try something else. I really like Odachi in this game. So I'm actually looking forward to using the Firefly Blade, but just checking to see, so I have martial art key damage right here, 5%. That is actually interesting. I might fool around and use this. Imbue fire. Melee key damage. See, I don't really believe in martial art melee key damage anymore. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I've tried several strength builds, and the builds are so strong damage-wise that they end up, I don't need key damage. I feel like key damage in this game is clearly overshadowed at this point. The values aren't high enough. You're just gonna destroy whatever you're attacking. So martial art damage is the way to go, I feel like, on weapons, because it amplifies what's already there, which is your attack, your martial arts proficiency gauge. It interacts with that. So that's why I'm kind of like, it doesn't make sense. Okay, that's all I have. Okay. So if you're somebody who likes to hack away a couple hits here and there, you might want to go melee damage or attack bonus, whatever your set is. But I'm somebody who likes to chain martial arts and use the attack proficiency. That's gonna be very nice. But this, what I'm building now, is a tank build. This is not a damage build. So the other side of this, okay, which is probably going to take a lot more work to get this up and running, because I don't like to build one side and then keep the other side the same. So what I'm gonna do, this side is finished. I'm gonna take care of this stuff later, like the soul cores and stuff. But this side is done. Fukurokuju, God of War looks down, or, you know, Tatanashi, Fukurokuju. Yeah, because damage bonus, equipment weight, plus, you know, everything I like about Tatanashi, I don't have to touch any of this gear. This gear is already rolled and done the way I like it, okay? Yeah. I might roll off that increased luck and writ absorption, put that on my ranged, and put damage taken there. That's pretty much it. That's the only thing I would change. But for this now, the Sage set, goodbye. Well, not goodbye. We're putting this away. Okay. So, I want to try this. Picturesque scenery. Okay. Physical arts damage, attack bonus, stamina, aerial attack damage. Okay, so I think we have an opportunity to go mix set here. Aerial attack damage, I'm not gonna use that. I'm just not. Okay. So we're gonna put that on. We're gonna filter and then just cut straight to the chase here. I'm just not gonna use that. Picturesque scenery. Okay. Hopefully I have the set. If I don't have the set, I have a way around. I would have to use the weapon, which I do think I did farm some of them. Or, you know, some drops of that. So I do not have the chest. That's fine. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Done. Nope. Waist guard. Perfect. Okay. Gold earned. Always welcome. So I need 2 more. Which I think I'm going to have to use the weapons, but that's all right. Okay. +4. All right, there we go. +4. Okay. Okay. Use that. All right. So we got attack bonus stamina because I'm going to be using. Wait, should I make this a stamina build? I'll think about it. Let's see. Maybe I should just go physical arts damage instead. I'm going to be switching up my ninjutsu for this. Attack bonus stamina. Let me think about it. Physical arts damage. I could switch this up into something else, though. Physical arts damage. Attack bonus stamina. Aerial attack damage. All right, let me see, because I kind of want to go Fukurokuju on both sides. I kind of like with the graces, I've kind of gone the same grace on both sides because I want to keep things organized. And I think with the graces, you can essentially stay organized by keeping the graces together on both sides so that your stats are kept the same. So that means what I'm trying to say is that your stat distribution is each grace is going to want a certain stat distribution. So you want to make sure that you're catering to what the grace is good for, stat-wise. Max Shadow Stitch. Interesting. Okay. Let's see. I don't really have many options here. This is ninjutsu? It's not physical? I think this one is better. Shadow Stitch. Yo, then we could try that one. Okay. All right, Fukurokuju. Water damage, shuriken damage, rifle damage. Paralytic ground fire? I'm good. Let's see. What do we have in the box here? Oh, I have some Puffer Pus form, synergy, max form stock. Huh. Thundering calamity damage. Oh, hello. Excuse me. Yo, you see that thundering calamity damage? That's what you want to be going for. Let's see. Yeah, see, there we go. Puffer plus form stock damage. Gauge charge. Okay, gauge charge. Okay, we don't have a lot of options. So it looks like this one is going to be where we're at. I would be not very smart to pass on that Thunder and Calamity damage, especially since this build is a defensive build. Wait a minute. Aerial attack damage. Now we need to get rid of that. All right. Attack bonus stamina. I will keep that. So what do we have left? Okay. Let's go Fukurokuju. And then figure it out from there, because I think we got some room to fool around with. Life drain melee attack. Yo, let's do this. Dual blood slaying cleavers? Hold on. Yo, let's try that. Oops. Let's try this. Hold on, I need to lock this and favorite this. I think I just got it. Because dual swords on Ninja, very nice to use. Okay, physical arts damage, attack bonus, stamina. Okay. So I need some, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. Hold on, let me see. Fukurokuju. Let's see, let's put a rifle on this. Okay. We got 2 slots left. Okay. Constitution and stamina. All right, so we kind of have got a conflict of interest here. If I go into Fukurokuju all the way, this is going to have to be a Constitution build. So there's a couple ways I'm thinking this might play out. I could go into both and see how it runs. But something's going to be missing. It's either going to be magic or ninjutsu, which I don't want to. I kind of want to keep the ninjutsu where it's at. Or hold on. Let me see something. I have some notes here. Okay. Hold on here. Hold on. I got some notes here about this. Here we go. Okay, so I could add something else to the mix. Maybe more shadow arts damage? Shadow arts damage, ninjutsu damage. Because I'm gonna be real here. I should not stack Constitution and stamina until the DLC comes out. And the reason why I'm telling you all this is because if I stack this too high, I'm only going to be able to really spike one column. Because all of my builds only have 90 in one of the columns to make it feel good and balanced. So I'm going to take off this. Okay, and I'm going to go Fukurokuju here. Because I think I have good weapons. Here we go. Martial art damage. Martial art key damage. Imbue lightning. Okay. We can try and imbue on Tonfa. I haven't tried that yet. We can try that. Okay. Yeah, that's better. And I could fool around with the physical arts damage. And then attack bonus constitution. What do I have for Fukurokuju helmets? All right, got the Murakumo helmet. I will take that. Okay. Okay, so what can I do here? Well, I think I'm going to do something slick here. Watch this. Oh, hello. 20 key, sign me up. Okay, so instead of going Fukurokuju Tanfa, we're going to do this. This is sneaky. Sneaky stuff here. Descendant of Iga. Okay. Wait, no. Hold on. Descendant of Iga. Switch to storehouse. Let's try again. Oh, I don't have anything? Come on. All right. Watch this. We're going to forge something. I don't have it. How do I not have one of these things? I swear I had at least one. Okay, we might have to switch up then. Yeah, but this is build crafting at its finest. Hold on. You got to be able to sit down and look at this stuff. I really don't have one. Huh. All right, let me see. Man, I really don't have one of those? That's crazy. I thought I had one. Okay. Physical arts damage. Attack bonus stamina. Physical arts, attack bonus stamina. Attack bonus constitution. Yeah, I don't know. Let's see. Let me check something real quick. Damage taken. I mean, I could go Inari, but that would just... What am I looking at here? I know what to do. This is a band-aid that I'm about to do right here. Martial arts key consumption. Okay, so this bow right here, founder of the shogunate, top tier. Okay, now, Fukurokuju, once again, I call upon thee. Yo, let's use these Tonfa. These 170s. All right. Okay, now we're done. Okay. Not exactly what I wanted, but I'm actually in the process of farming these because that would have given me more backstab damage. So you got to know where you can get your damage in this game. Very important. So now we got what matters here. We got our weapons that need to be powered up. And that's pretty much it. The armor, this is powered up already. We need to power up this armor, okay? So both weapons, all 4 of them, and armor. But I kind of want to do my stat distribution real quick because I want to make sure that I'm seeing the right numbers, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't really matter anyway because I want to make sure, because I haven't used Constitution yet in a build. Okay, so we're going to do 40 here. We're going to do 90 here. And most likely keep everything the same. Wait. What am I missing here? You only get 500 health off of that? That doesn't seem like a good trade. Let's see. Yeah, let's do that. Let's balance it out. All right. Stat distribution is done. Okay. Now, we are almost done with this. This is how you make a build. Okay. Weapon 1. Oh, you know what? Yeah. Okay. Weapons are done. Samurai weapons. Hello. Where'd they go? Did I not? I didn't favorite them. So what I'm going to do after this, I'm going to take this build for a spin and see what it feels like. See if there's any changes I need to make. Okay, these are, let me add this one. I gotta power that up, but these are fine. Not touching those. Okay. Okay. Soul match. Plus value. Now. I keep doing that when I don't have to do that. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Okay, weapons are done. Helmet. Okay. We're done with that. Whoops. Whoops. So we just did the chest and we're moving on to the gloves. Waist. Boots. Okay. Now, we need to remodel. And we can't. We need lacquer. Why can't I remodel this? Materials required, only gold? Why is that? Why can I remodel this but not the other ones? Because it's a crucible weapon? No, I can't remodel this crucible weapon, but this one, Tokage Maru? It just needs gold, that's it? That's strange. Is that a glitch? All right, you get lacquer from helmet, so this is why I keep a pile of gear with me when I'm doing the builds, because yeah, this needs to happen. Did I already save one of these? All right, I saved one. All right, we got 7,000 lacquer from that. Should be fine. Okay. What do we need now? Wood and Ingo. So you get wood from weapons. And I need Ingo, it's metal. Oh, that's Tamahagane. No, I need Ingo. Where'd I get that from? Nope. Nope. Leather cords. Nope. This is another thing I don't like. This is why I keep weapons on me, is because you can only carry so many materials. Like the amount of smithing you do, there's no way those materials will be able to stay there. That's why you need to keep a stack on you so you can get this done. Let's see. Remodel. Okay. Okay, that's done. That's done. This is not done. So as you can see, I'm spending a lot of gold materials. But it's worth it. I'm about to get that well, let me see. What do I need now? Leather platelets. All right, let me see. How many more remodels do I need? I might remodel the whole set. Especially on the ninja side, because I know the Tatanashi side will be fine, but the ninja side might need a little more defense. Let's see. Facilities. If I do the whole set, I'll be fine. Okay, so 3 more. Perfect. Okay, so what I need to do here is break down leather platelets. That's iron platelets. Platelets are from armor. Helmets give lacquer. Well, most helmets. Okay. Iron platelets. I need leather. So I think leather from certain pieces of gear, not all of them. Like this archer's robe. That's iron. More leather. Iron. Leather. More leather. I usually go 10 at a time because you don't want to overbook. You can definitely lose materials by doing that. I can't do super refined for this because the stats out of my range for skill. So I can't even refine this at all. Ooh. I can make it heavier. But the problem with making it heavier is that it doesn't tell you what range I'll be at the end of the... Hold on. Yeah, see, I'm already at 56% for ninja style. That's, yeah, I think I'm gonna pass on that. So it's gonna be like that for the other piece of gear, which is fine. We can move on to reforging now, because all of this gear has to be reforged. So we're gonna move on to reforging. Okay. But yeah, see, this is the work that a lot of people don't show on Neo. Yeah, that rest of that's fine. You gotta know what to go for and what to do. Life drain, strong attack. I guess I can leave that there. We definitely need and rid absorb life gain and rib absorption. That's gotta happen. This damage right here, we gotta go. This gotta go. We're gonna do with attack bonus constitution. And life recovery. Oh, we have life drain melee attack. Never mind. We're good. Gucci. Gravy. Martial art damage. That's right. Okay. That's pretty much done. I can leave that as is. Okay. Okay, so that already has life recovery on it. What about this one? Okay, now we're on to the armor. Damage taken. It's gotta happen. Key recovery speed's not bad. Life recovery and rid absorption, gotta have that. Flat defense, no thanks. Need lacquer. Disassemble. Helmets. Boom. Back to reforge. Back to the helmet. This is how you really make your build nice. I'm sorry. It has to be done. Okay, I was gonna do this by myself. I just want to show you guys what actually goes into a build. Okay, damage taken, life recovery, and rid absorption. That's all we care about right now. Key. Perfect. Life recovery purification, go away. Okay. No, we need to go increase damage. Guardian skip. No. Increase damage and rid absorption. Okay. Then we're going to go. You know what we're going to do. I need some more leather cords. So we're going to go to gloves. Delete 10 of these. Okay, reforge. So you're essentially putting power all from your drops into your gear. Life recovery, rid absorption, okay. Damage taken critical, nah. Nah. What we need is is damage taken. Do I have... Well, let me look. I need to look at the big picture every now and then. That's done. That's done. Okay. Okay. I can add some spirit force here, which is always helpful. I should start adding spirit force based on the attack, because some of the attacks for the guardian spirits are not that good. It's just, it is what it is. Okay, moving on to the waist. We need iron platelets. Okay. Damage taken. Because this is a damage taken set. I usually put damage taken across the board, just because it's useful. Yeah. No, we're gonna go. There's a conflict happening here? What's going on here? Status ailment infliction. Oh, I was looking at the wrong. Okay. So, looking at the game plan of all the enemies in the game, you can look and see. I need iron platelets. You can look and see, like, the enemies in the game primarily attack with lightning. And if you're paying attention, you'll notice that and be like, yo, lightning damage reduction goes so far. Bleedies? I don't care about that. Yo, we can go Spirit Force charge on this again. And I think that's it. I mean, I remodeled and as best I could. Okay. Okay, damage taken on each piece, life recovery and rid absorption on each piece. Did the best we could have with our accessories. Oh, I didn't do this one. Hold on. Reforge. This Lost Kingdom Tonfa. Life Drain Martial Arts. Okay. Attack bonus strength. We need to go Constitution here, because that is what Fukurokuju demands. And like I said before, this is why I aligned the build on either side with the same grace. It's because your stat distribution, you definitely want to have the stats aligned on both sides. Life Drain Martial Arts. What's this? Key damage versus electrified? No. Goodbye. What is this? What can we put here? Martial art key damage. Omnio key damage. Oh, key damage dealt is That's its own category. Okay. Let's do extended elemental weapon. I think we got key damage again. Yo, you can have key, 17 key on your weapon? That's actually good. We're gonna come back to that later. You kidding me? Let's go Spirit Force Charge maybe, or Spirit Force bonus and Rita. That sounds good. Let's get rid of this because I know this is going to be, once the Emrita gauge is charged, it's a dead stat, and I hate dead stats. Spirit Force Charge, melee attack. Where is it? There it is. I'll take that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to get rid of these. We can go Spirit Force Charge or Spirit Force bonus and Rita. Let's do this. So I don't have extended elemental weapon on both weapons, but at least I have them on one apiece. I think I might have them on both of my ninjutsu, my ninja weapons. You know, can I put this on here? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Since I don't have imbues on there, I can do that. Yeah. I think imbue is still weak, but all right. I think I'm done with that. All right, so Fukurokuju is now active. I think we're done. This is a tanky build, so we are going to adjust things accordingly. Okay, manage soul cores, Omnio box. Okay. You know what we're gonna do here? This is gonna be insane. Yo. Yo, do I have him? If I have, yo, sort, filtering, item name. Where is New Peppo? New Peppo Soul Core. Rarity. Rare. Rare only. Wow. I do have what I need. All right, guys, this is about to get real. I hope y'all ready for this. I didn't want to show you guys this yet, but this is happening. Okay. So we just gained 24 life recovery and Rid absorption. I'm not gonna touch the soul cores yet. I'm just gonna slot it. And then we're gonna look to see what can we do to complement that. Is there any life recovery and Rid absorption for Samurai? man, this is a good one. Spirit Force Charge Martial Art, almost damn near 20%. Increase Arts Proficiency Damage, 10%. Key Pulse Recovery, 17%. Fire Damage Reduction, 39%. Martial Art Damage, 9%. And increase Arts Proficiency Damage. So when you hit that martial arts and arts proficiency, your damage spikes like crazy. They know what they were doing. This is like the first one you get. All right, damage taken, martial arts key consumption, strong attack break, faster render recovery, melee damage versus winded. I think this is the best one for this build. I think Guhin is the best one because the damage taken is getting stacked. Oh, wait, no, wait. Yo, we've used Guhin a lot. Let's use this guy. Life recovery and red absorption 15. So that's another 15 for life recovery. Faster key recovery deflect. Guard key consumption 10%. Okay, that's cool. Spirit Force Charge bonus and Rita Gauge. Oh, A-? Oh, that's good. All right, bet. We'll take that. All right, so life recovery and red absorption on Ninja. I don't know if there's anything like that for Ninja. Increased damage dealt, evade. Fire damage, key recovery speed unscathed, melee damage unscathed. See, they made the Guardian Spirit stronger. They made some really interesting choices. Kusanagi Water. Aerial attack damage. That's already, no. Water damage reduction. Key consumption jump. Quick attack damage. Spirit Force Charge backstab. That sounds insane. Kongo Jishi. Fire damage, life, key recovery speed unscathed, melee damage unscathed. Ooh, that melee damage unscathed. With the amount of life recovery I have, that might be interesting. Status enhancement duration. Lightning damage. Yo, interesting. Untouched Omnio Magic. Life recovery soul core gained. Decreased damage Omnio Magic hit. Yo, can you even get that anywhere? This is for casting. I already know this is for casting. We're not there yet. We're not there. Okay, so it looks like the increased life recovery on a red absorption for Guardian Spirit is on Samurai only. Is that what it looks like that's what I'm finding here. So let's see. Luster accumulation. No. Damage bonus, agility. Yeah, I don't know. It's not a clear-cut winner here. We could try Kongo Jishi. Fire damage, life, key recovery speed unscathed, melee damage unscathed. Faster movement evade, faster key recovery, Omnio Magic hit. Lightning damage, auto life recovery critical, status enhancement duration. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not. There's no clear-cut answer for this one. This is definitely an opportunity to try out something new I haven't tried before. But I don't want to invest in something that could be terrible. Hmm. Status enhancement duration. I'm looking at that duration. Yeah, let's try this one. Let me level them up. Okay, Congo Jishi, don't let me down. Oh, it's already powered up. Okay. Okay. So, clan protection. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Life recovery and rid absorption again. Now, what do I pair with this? Melee damage versus winded enemy, melee key damage, ninjutsu damage, I think there's some damage reduction protections that I don't have yet. So, man, this is basically 20% right here. That's 16.5% melee key damage. Let's go with melee damage versus winded here. And let's go ninjutsu damage here. You see, they made some very deliberate changes. Okay. Very deliberate, very interesting things are happening. Okay. Okay, so Nupepo. Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Now y'all are seeing what has to go into a build to make it very nice. Okay, we're not doing that. Too expensive. Soul Core transformation. Let's see. What can I put on Nupepo to make him better? Shock accumulation 4%. That's not bad. Saturation accumulation, because we're not going into battle without water on the weapon. I'm sorry, it's just not. It's not smart. So if I were to say what the best elements are for imbue on your weapon, it's got to be water. Omnio magic damage 4.2%. That's actually nothing to sneeze at. Kidding me? Saturation accumulation. The faster enemies get saturated, the faster I can switch to something else and get them confused. Simple as that. Okay, so, yep, water talisman, lightning familiar, barrier, extraction. Okay. Explosive shot, protection. Yeah, we can give it a try. That's not bad. Okay. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Set as shortcut. All right, so you only get 3 of these, huh? Okay. Okay, I think we can take this for a spin now. Now, the tricky part. What do I call this build? What does this build do? It tanks damage, okay? I don't know how the ninja tank is gonna feel. Physical arts damage. We're gonna test that out, by the way. I actually gotta change my ninjutsu because I fooled around with the ninja physical arts damage a little bit. Let me see what counts as physical. It doesn't say. I'm gonna have to go here. Okay, this is Ninja Tool Arts. Blinding Shell, physical arts. Burrows, physical. Shadow Self is physical. Okay. Earthen Wall. Okay, Trembling Earth. Okay, so those are shadow arts. Okay, those are physical arts. Okay. Ninja Tool Arts. Okay. All right, so I liked Earthen Wall. Trembling Earth. Okay. Let's try Trembling Earth and see how that works. In the wrong menu. Okay. Customize. And we're gonna try that. Okay. Now, I think we are ready. Okay, so this is my tank set that I just made. It has Fukurokuju, Tatanashi, and Picturesque Ninja. Gallant, Tatanashi, should I call it Gallant Forces? Gallant Force? Gallant Wall? All right. Now, time for some live testing, okay? Battle scroll. And we're going to go to... Start from the beginning. Princess Tsubaki. All right. So that's the work. We did the work. I was going to do that anyway, off stream. I was going to do that anyway. Okay. But here we are. All right. And we get the Ibaraki Doji. I was going to say longsword. I wish this longsword was in Monster Hunter Wilds. My goodness. This Odachi is glorious. All right, here we go. I know there's an enemy over here. Holy moly. He's dead. Yeah. See, this is the problem with the plus 15 situation, right? I don't know if it's that or if it's... if it's the plus 15 or if it's... or if the build's nasty. Okay, I barely took any damage right there. What the hell? All right, let's see what Numpepo can do. Oh, you know what? This is a lower level, this is also a lower level scroll. Forgot. Yeah, this is... Yo. Can't even damage me. Yo, I really do feel sorry. I probably shouldn't. But if you wanted to take advantage of the plus 15 gear thing and it got patched and you weren't able to do it, yeah, I'm sorry. Because for somebody who likes to be overpowered in video games, this is awesome. But like I said, this is a lower level scroll. I am on Shogun's journey. All right, I'm making sure. Yeah, this is lower level stuff. I forgot. I'm getting level 11 stuff. Let me just go through and just beat it real quick. Does that do a lot of key damage? That's a fast what the? Yo, what just happened? I was so not ready for that. Yo, I wasn't ready, literally. Oh, I totally forgot about that. There's a crucible wraith around here. Look at that. Ooh, okay. That Congo Jishi kick is interesting. Yo, I gotta say, Odachi's gotta be my new favorite weapon in this game, in Neo 3, okay? Odachi is baller. Wait a minute, do I got the right Guardian Spirit on? I do, okay. That one is, was I using that for something else? Oh, I'm out of key. Oh no, I'm being exposed. That's how you want to play, huh? Okay. Can you not? All right. Okay. Here we go. Let's get this getter done. I know I'm not supposed to be plus 15 gear right now, but good Lord. I'm so glad that it exists right now. Makes things very interesting. Yep, that's it. I'm about to say, how do I get out of here? What's going on? Yep, I'm trapped. All right. All right. Next, Vengeful Blade. I don't even remember doing these. I blitzed through this game so fast. Glorious. I'd do it again. Yeah, water's got to be the de facto for damage. There's no way. Like key damage kind of got nerfed. I had to say it. What you could do before in Neo 2, you cannot do that anymore. You're better off just going for damage. Yeah, I don't know if that shockwave is what I want to be using. Come on, bro. Ugh. Oh. I hit him on while he was down and got 3K on the back. That was interesting. Yo, he used that as an OTG. I don't know. OTG stands for off the ground. If anybody doesn't know the fighting game terminology. Man, thought I had time. You know what mission I gotta test this in? I gotta test this in the final mission. Holy moly, that was actually strong. Oh, position in clan increased. Glorious. But yeah, appreciate everybody who said what's up. Hung out for a little while. Appreciate y'all. I know today was menu based by a lot, but this is the part of the game that I find interesting and why I keep playing. Oh, that shockwave actually hit, even though he's flying. Okay. Like testing things and figuring things out. Awesome. I do the same thing in Monster Hunter. I just do it more in private because most of it is like cut and dry. And I basically, what I like to do is confirm findings, right? Because the Monster Hunter community and the Neo community too are both very excellent at figuring things out quickly. I do my own testing as well, but if somebody finds something interesting and good to use, I'm gonna use it. I'm not gonna, have pride over, me not finding it. I'm gonna use it if it's good. And what I like to do is, if somebody finds something interesting, I'll go ahead and test it myself before I start using it. But like I said, all the stuff that I do participate in testing on my own, but I usually just don't show it on stream because it's not that exciting. Just keeping it a buck. am I supposed to go here? I'm lost. I'm strong and lost. Typical of them. How typical. Maybe here? This is where I... Oh no, there's an enemy here, so... Yo, what am I stuck on? Yeah, I was not moving forward during those attacks. And so here's another thing with these scrolls, right? So within these scrolls are hidden, this is why I wanted to do them, to check them. Within these scrolls are hidden crucible rays that will increase your drop rate. See? For the higher rarity soul cores. So yeah, so for the rest of the stream, I'm gonna be going through the rest of the battle scrolls for Shogun's Journey. I haven't done that yet. That should tell you how much I've been farming. I haven't even touched the battle scrolls for New Game Plus yet. I haven't even touched them. But yeah, I think my stat distribution for this game is pretty on point. Like each time I switch builds, it still feels pretty nice to pilot. Just talking about, you know, key consumption, damage output. I know the damage output is skewed because of the plus 15 gear. But let's be honest here, it'd probably be one or two more combos to kill something. And that's pretty much it. Like the principles are still there. Flawless Amrita.
あやつは霊石で刀を鍛えておるのか。芸法の作刀とはな。だが、試す価値はある。
Hey, got a smithing text. Let's go. And it's dead. Yo, man. Just give me the end game DLC already. This is ridiculous. Yo, don't give me leverage in any way for grinding. Like as much, if I can search for, or if I can put my energy into something and grind for extra power, I'm gonna do it. There's no way. So yeah, do me a solid, okay? Humor me. anybody who's listening to this, go look up Depth 30 gameplay and then look up my gameplay and see what you find. I don't think there's anybody that's made 20 separate builds, you know, and gone through with all of them in Neo 2. Like I said, this is definitely skewed, okay? But it's still, you know, the principle is still there. In reality, thinking about this, me taking damage taken as the last set bonus, that's kind of a nerf to my damage overall, because there's other set bonuses for level 7 that do way more. Like that Sinister Tyrant set, I have it built. I'm not showing that yet. That is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Sinister Tyrant is so good. Sinister Tyrant is basically, it's not Marisi, it's I can't remember the name of the set from Neo 2 off the top of my head. It'll come back to me eventually. It interrupts, but if this would knock down, I think it would be better. It doesn't knock down. Maybe it'd be too strong. I might abandon the physical arts damage part of this build and put something else there, because there's way more attractive, like backstab damage, stuff like that. Oh, I was aiming at that guy. That's why I did that. Supposed to be searching for somebody. That saturation accumulation is glorious. But yeah, the set building in this game, I really appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's a simplified version of... Oh man, I love that attack. That Congo GC Guardian Spirit attack is so quick and compact. And it has the fire on it, so I can get a quick fire proc. Yeah, I might have to abandon the physical arts damage. It just, you know why? And I knew this was gonna happen, but I wanted to try it. It doesn't, let me try Earthen Wall. It doesn't proc any element, or it doesn't work towards confusion. Like for every build, right? And this is the thing that I don't think a lot of people understand, right? I don't think a lot of people understand that every build for high damage to be optimal, for every build to be optimal, you have to be always working towards confusion for your damage. Always, 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 always. Yo, that's so fast and compact. Holy moly. Yeah, that Congo G-Shi, oh, okay, it's on my radar now.
人をあやかしとするなど彼らを楽にしてくださったことお礼を申し上げます。争いある限り桜の下から太平の世を祈り続けましょう。
See, this is another thing too. It's like, yo, you can't really look at Neo 3 the same as Neo 2 build wise, and that's because it's a completely I don't want to say completely different, but the way they structured where you get your stats is very different. Like the armor work that I did earlier, you only have to do that once, really. You don't have to find certain pieces, man. Yo, you used to have to find inheritables with attack, and they only existed on gloves, and you had to get that on your gloves, and then find a way to get it on each armor piece. And then on top of that, which I didn't do until recently, when I did my 20 builds, my top 20 on Neo 2. I didn't really like think about it at that time, but hold on, let me see something. Yeah, but you know, you got to get perfect attack rolls on your soul cores. It's kind of crazy. Let's see. So let me do this here. I should have those marksman's gloves by now. No, maybe. No. Should. It looks like I don't. All right. Well. Yeah. So I gotta figure out what to do with this. I gotta figure out what to do this physical arts damage, because I don't think physical arts is worth the slot. I don't think it's worth the slot. All right, let me do a few more of these. Like, there isn't a whole lot on this game that reminds me of Neo 2, and I like that. The atmosphere is very similar, but it's different, man. I really appreciate that. Because we've been doing Neo 2 for years. We needed a shake up. Oh, I got interrupted. I didn't even see that fool. I'm not trying to spend a speed run this. Probably should have did this earlier. Holy moly. Oh no! No! That's what happens when you rush in this game. Literally crash out. Literally crash out. Take that soul core. I actually got to do some soul core maintenance. Wait a minute, am I going backwards? Oh no. All right. Is that the end of the mission? About to say, why am I still here? What's going on there? Okay. Let's get these knocked out. I should have did these earlier, man. I'm realizing this now. Like I shouldn't have I shouldn't have waited to do this. Boss is below me. I can just drop down. Here we go. A lot of these guys. What the heck? Back, I say, back. Oh God, this guy. Caught me. Listen here, Kamatachi. Oh, he's still grabbing? What? Bruh. Glad that's over. All right. Okay, I think that's all those done. Yeah, let's do something spicy. Let's fight these guys. a bad matchup for you guys. Tatanashi? Jeez. Come on, buffs are burning. What's going on here? Okay. Oh, I missed a jump. Come on. Buffs are burning. All right. All right, the build passed the test, but that picturesque samurai or a picturesque ninja set is its own set. So I'm going to have to replace that. The physical arts damage, that ain't where it's at, all right? Let's see. I think I'm going to end the stream there. I appreciate everybody who stopped by and said what's up. You guys are awesome. Keep being your awesome selves. I'm going to be back next week with some more Neo 3 action and Monster Hunter Wilds on Sunday and Monday, respectively. Today we made a build. The build is probably going to be better by the time we get back live here. So I'm going to play a song for you guys. And yeah, I appreciate y'all coming through. And deuces, y'all.